Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to day 32 of Elsie Lincoln Benedict's book, How to Get Anything You Want. I'm putting on a little bit of my, isn't this so cute? If you guys saw my unboxing, look at the green screen is making it go away. This is, it's called Honey Pot, these little lip glosses. This is watermelon, as you can see, little ASMR. And I also have the honey one. This is just divine. Just absolutely divine. Where's the front of it? Yeah, bee balm. It's called bee balm. And it has like a little honey stick that goes with it. Super cute. Anyways, I hit play on this live stream, but also I'm trying to figure out the timing of this. I know it goes on to, and I've been out all day and I was cold and I'm getting ready to take a shower. So I still have all my warmy stuff on. And my feather pen flew behind the desk yesterday. If you saw the end of that, if you saw the end of that video. I dropped my pen behind the thing and I didn't go back to get it. So as I came to read today, I was like, well, I can either use my rock head, don't judge me, as like a to guide my reading, or as I used to use my pencil, Apple Pencil. But I thought this was very funny and I thought you guys would appreciate it. Don't judge me. You know my love. My love is so real. All right, so we are just going to do a quick reading here. Maybe we'll do a couple of these helpful hints that Elsie was talking about on a very serious topic, actually. Switching notes. She was talking about people who have lost a loved one through a passing, right? Through a passing, just loss of a loved one. And she says, help number one, if you are one of those extremely selfless people who really suffer intensely whenever those that you love are unhappy. The death of a loved one is likely to cause you the deepest suffering the human soul can know. So the sensitive souls out there, losing someone is painful in any circumstance, but if you're a particularly sensitive soul, it just can knock you down, take you out, right? Like put you out of commission for a really long time. So that's why she's helping us with how to ask for help, how to be gentle with ourselves, right? Go through the grieving process as we need. But her big message is let us not stay there forever, right? Because that's even more painful. And the people that we love who have passed would never want that for us. She says, you will tend to forget your duty to yourself. So when you are in such pain and you stay there in the darkest depths that you forget to start taking care of yourself, that's something to watch out for. You can stop taking care of yourself and the duty to yourself to be a strong soul, to carry on. Despairing over what your beloved has lost, you may thus deeply harm another of God's creatures, yourself. Ooh. So it becomes destructive, right? Our grief becomes destructive, which is just, or our pain, right? It's like if someone's been betrayed or hurt or gone through a tragedy and they become just angry people and they hurt other people for it. That's what she's saying. She says, remember, you do not belong to yourself, but to Him, God, to make of yourself the highest type of human being, to build the finest character. These are duties you owe to the power that created you, and you can never do it except by courage. To always grow into the highest version of yourself. That's the truth. Tip number two, try to realize that whatever power gave life has a right to take it away. If this seems impossible because you are not religious minded, ask your scientific mind this question. Could the power which rules the universe, which operates upon everything, from the tiniest atom to billions of constellations, in accordance with undeviating law, alter its laws for me? And if so, what assurance have I that it would not do so for others equally unworthy? Such a power would forfeit your respect instantly, and deserve to. Such a power as that would not be capable of creating a universe. All would be chaos, where now all is order, a condition that ultimately convinces all, whether they will or not, that there is a power somewhere back of all of it, and that power knows its business. So basically, she's saying, don't question the law. That's the hardest thing to do, when we beg and we bargain and we want special treatment or we think we're an exception to the rule or that wouldn't happen to us. It happens to other people. But I can't believe it happened to me. That's the hardest part. And she's saying, what makes you think that you are not a part of this universe that these things happen to, and that we think we know what was best, right? We don't understand it, but having trust and faith, if not in a higher God, if you're not religious, in the universal order of things, that everything's working in divine order. And that's sure not how it feels like. And you don't say that to somebody who's lost somebody, right? That's the last thing they want to hear. And you don't have to believe it yourself if that's what you're going through. Just these are things that can comfort you when you're coming out of grief and anger, trying to reconcile, right? The stages of grief, acceptance, to just know that there's a bigger power that runs this universe and it's orderly and we're not an exception to it. You may say that since God permitted this tragedy to come to you, you get no comfort from him in your grief. That is impossible for you, that it's impossible for you to trust him anymore. Yet every death occurs because of the violation of a natural, immutable, eternal law or laws. If you will look at it impersonally for a moment, you will see that just as you cannot trust an earthly parent who is partial to you, since you know not what instant he may be partial to others and against you, you could not trust God who would alter his great laws of life and death to please you. And if you will look one more moment with your reason instead of your poor broken heart, you will see that it is precisely this eternal immutably of law, immu, immutability of law, even those governing the physical body, which proves that there is there is a just power, an impartial tribunal somewhere. This realization, as in the case of an earthly parent, commands more admiration, love, and trust in the final analysis than any degree of partiality could ever do. That's a hard one to understand, that this is a fair and just universe or a fair and just God. When things don't go right for you or when you're in pain, it's like, oh, everything's great until a tragedy strikes or a challenge comes. It's like, well, this isn't fair. It's like, well, who guaranteed it was according to us? You know what I mean? So this is a hard one, but those are a couple of the tips she gives. We'll continue tomorrow with a couple more, but I am here because I committed to every day coming on here. I wanted to share, I had this here. This was a gift from Brenda Lees, one of my coworkers at the Napoleon Hill Institute. This is a mirror she got me. Look at this, a cute owl, because she says I'm a wise owl. And this is for our mirror work. How cute is this? It's a mirror and it has a big side and a little side, right? When you look at yourself. And I say my affirmations, but I wanted to share that because it's just so cute. How cute is this? I love it. So for your mirror work, for your affirmations, I'm so grateful. So thank you, my friend, for this. I love it. And I will take it out of its box and keep it probably on my desk here because I keep my other mirror by my bedside. And then, of course, I have the mirror in my bathroom that I use to repeat my affirmations and my mirror work. So I hope you're having a beautiful weekend. Is it Saturday? It's Saturday. Wow, it's Saturday. I have a lot of laundry to do tomorrow. Maybe do a little meal prep. What do you do to prepare for your week? What do you do to prepare for your week? I have some chicken that I'm going to prepare, cook some broccoli. What else? I've been really feeling grounded going to the park and working out and just committing to my health. Like I said before, you know, the last year ended, I said, what do I really want to commit to for this new year? And one was doing a reading every day or just live content every day for YouTube. And I stream it on Facebook too, so you might be seeing it there. But it just feels really good when you make a decision, you make a commitment, and you follow through. Okay, so making daily content, committed to that. I'm still on my streak, right? 25 days out of 365. No half and half or cream until my birthday out of my coffee, because that was something that was getting in the way of my fitness journey. Let's just put it that way. So I've been good with that. What else? Moving first thing in the morning. Still trying to work my schedule around that, but I have been finding a way to even midday get to the park, get some movement going. And it really is grounding me. So, and it's always been something that's grounded me. I also came across a photo. Darn, I don't know if I saved it here. Let's see, a photo of when I ran my first marathon. So I ran three full marathons in my life and a handful of half marathons. But my very first marathon was in Los Angeles in 2009. And I remember I was at a really low point and I was like depressed, like I'm feeling a little. See, when you say you're depressed, like people think you're in bed and like with the sheets over your head, but like depression shows up different for everybody. But I was just feeling like drifting, as Napoleon Hill would say, like a lack of purpose. I had a great job. I had friends. I was in Los Angeles. I was like living the life that you from the outside would think. But internally, I didn't have a goal. That's what it was. I didn't have a goal. And when we don't have a goal, we can feel disconnected. We can feel um, just this lack of spark, a little dead inside. That's a word for it. And I just remember feeling that way. And I I decided because I've always loved running and I've always considered myself athletic. And um, being active really grounds me. And I remember I was like, it was okay. The marathon was May 25th. I think it was like the day before Memorial Day. And it was the first time it was so late in the year because usually it's in March or April and everyone was freaking out. They're like, it's too late in the year. It's going to be so hot. It's almost summertime. It was like almost June. And it was like, they're like, it's dangerous to have that, run um, is so late in the year in the spring because it's going to be hot and the runners are going to blah, blah, blah. But whatever. I was a part of the Santa Monica Road Runners and we trained. I remember I was in group 9 and Neil was my coach for the Santa Monica Roadrunners, LA Roadrunners, and we ran in Santa Monica. And I think my pace, I remember when I went to the group and I met up and I just chose a group and it was just so like, I don't know, synchronistic. And I think our pace was 12 minutes, a 12-minute mile, which was fantastic for me doing my first marathon. And I trained, God, what was that girl's name? She was so sweet. Anyways, I ended up losing my big toenail through the whole process. That was not cute because my foot kept bumping up against my. It's very common for runners if you're running, if you know, you know. But I lost my big toenail. That was not fun. What else? Oh, the whole point of the story was I found a picture because I was telling all my friends, oh, I made the decision in March, I think, and the middle of March, and the marathon was end of May. And it was like I had like 9 weeks to train and for my first marathon. And I remember I was like, I'm gonna do this. So I used to my apartment was right on like La Brea and Sunset. And I ran out onto Hollywood Boulevard and I ran up to Highland, if you know where that is. It was like a 3 mile run. I thought I was gonna die. I was like, what did I get myself into? Like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. 26.2 miles. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. And I remember I got home and I was like, that was really hard. But I just had this feeling. I was like, you know what, Carla, it's gonna get so much easier, so much quicker. And I think that's when I signed up for the Roadrunners to train with them properly. And it worked out perfect. And it was so amazing. But with that, I was saying, I'm going to be on the front page of the Los Angeles Times. I remember saying that. And if you didn't know, so the paper came out and did I text it to myself? I did. You guys, are you ready? Are you ready for this? So it was okay. So we ran the marathon May 20, Sunday, May 24th. No, maybe it was on Memorial Day, straight up. Maybe it was on Monday. Let's see. LA Marathon runners stream along Figueroa Street, Wilshire Boulevard in ideal mild weather. Yeah, it was like overcast that day, thank God. What day was this? It doesn't say. But anyways, this newspaper was on Tuesday, May 26th, 2009, Los Angeles. And it was the run of good luck. And if you can see, that heart right there in the bottom corner is me right there. Where is it? Right there. There's me. I remember when I looked at this at the front page and I was like, I saw the crowd of the marathon on the front page. I was like, I'm in that picture. I know it. And I zoomed in and there I was. Look at me. I zoomed in. That's me running my first marathon. That was so cool. That was so cool. I think it was the last OG route of the Los Angeles Marathon. We started downtown LA and we ended downtown LA. And we went through, we went down Sunset Boulevard, Wilshire. Did we go through the Veterans Memorial around Century City? Then my second marathon I did in Los Angeles as well. But that was the new, they called it the Stadium to the Sea route. And we started in Dodger Stadium, the stadium, and then we ended at the Santa Monica Pier. That was fun. That was really fun. And then I did another marathon in San Francisco. We ran across the Golden Gate Bridge. We went through Golden Gate Park, through um, what's the Ashbury Heights or Ashbury Height or whatever. I'm not familiar with San Francisco actually, but I did run 26.2 miles all across it, let me tell you. That was a good one. And then I did a couple halves in Hollywood. Like they did the during Halloween, they did the half marathons. Those are rock and roll half marathons. Those are fun. I did a half marathon in Big Sur. Oh, that was beautiful. I should do that again. I don't know if I'd ever do a full marathon again. Who knows? But I definitely do a half because it's 13.1. You can do that. But it's a great way to see a city, you know? Trust me, it's a great way to see a city when you be running on your feet. And it's just so fun. I love running. I really do. I've been doing more walking, but actually the past week I've done some running and it feels good. You just have to be careful. You have to have very, very good shoes. Very good shoes. It's like tires on your car. You have to have good support because I think the first time I was running, I was like running in like tennis shoes. Like they weren't even meant for running and they didn't have good support. And I think I got like shin splints. It was terrible. So having good support. I used to wear a lot of Asics. Those got me through my runs. But you know what, lately I've been using Nike. The Nike, what are they called? Anyways, they're like clouds and I'm here for it. I love it. But I haven't done like really long distances in those. Maybe most like 6 miles, if that. I don't know though. Maybe when the weather gets warmer, I'll do more running. But it's chilly outside. For me at least. I'm a big baby. Anyways, this was fabulous. I need to take a shower and we'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Until the next time, my friends, have a beautiful evening.